Let's look into the longevity countries and try to figure out how come the people over there lives longer. People from the top 30 countries lives from 81 to 84, which is way longer than the other countries. The top 30 countries are mostly in East Asia, Europe, as well as some Commonwealth countries. In the Middle East, there is Israel, also on the list. In the recent years, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Macau are always in the top 5. South Korea has been on the list as well, but not North Korea. These countries have one common character, which is a relatively stable economy, so that they have a good social security and social insurance system. And people are not too worried about shelter and food. Even though we know that in Hong Kong the housing price is very expensive, but pretty much people can find a place to stay. No matter it's just a very small place or even literally like a cage. But people are not too worried about the food source. Next, let's move to the West. In Europe, especially south part of Europe, there is a so-called Mediterranean diet, which was attributed to the cause of longevity in southern European countries such as Italy, Spain, and France. Interestingly, almost every single country in Western Europe and Northern Europe are on the list. And we know that the Northern European countries don't follow strictly the Mediterranean diet. People living in the cold areas do have an advantage of a longer lifespan, since the record-breaking of human lifespan are actually in Russia, even though their average lifespan is not so great. The explanation for this in Chinese medicine is that in the cold area, people had the opportunity to have more rest in the winter and to conserve their energy, so that their energy can be reserved for future use for longer time. Consistent to this theory, indeed, we don't see any tropical countries on the top 30 list. When we look into the top 5 countries, including Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, Japan, it seems that the Oriental philosophy of mind peacefulness somehow plays a role in here. When we say mind-body health, it means a peaceful, easygoing mind has a tremendous impact on the physical health. Again, interesting enough, the only European countries on the top 5 is Switzerland, which is famous for Swiss neutrality, of being neutral and peaceful, not involving any political conflicts. A nation's national policy definitely have an impact on every single citizen's mindset. The peaceful mindset, no matter from the Eastern philosophy or the national policy, is probably the reason of people living longer in the top 5 countries. United States, unfortunately, is not on the list, but Canada, Australia, and New Zealand are. This is mostly consistent with the discussion that the social security, social stability, and relative peacefulness are important. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and listening. See you next time.